Hello children, welcome to Saraswati Shishu Kunj Bagwala Borsar. Today I am giving you the session of Standard 3rd subject Grammar. And today you will learn this beautiful chapter Punctuation Marks. Already in previous two standards you have already learnt about punctuation marks. So what are the punctuation marks and what are the importance of punctuation marks, when and where you can use in the sentences, why it is necessary, that you will learn in this video. Okay, and simultaneously I will send you one worksheet also about exercise A. So that also you can write in your textbook. Now let's start the chapter punctuation marks. Now here you can see 4 pictures together. Okay. See, the first one is circle. So that is full stop. Second one is comma. Third one is question mark. And fourth one is exclamation mark. Right. So we will learn only this 4 punctuation in this chapter. Already there are so many punctuations which are required in our grammar or in English or any other subjects, but in this chapter you will learn this main 4 punctuation marks which are very essential, very necessary. So full stop, comma, question mark, exclamation mark, these all punctuations needs how to hold the sentence when you are giving stop to the sentence, when you are asking something, when there is a sudden feelings, whatever the emotions are seeing in the sentences, those all you can show by the punctuation. These are very much essential because in English or any language punctuation marks are important as well grammar. Now let's one by one let's learn these all punctuation marks, okay, with their examples. Now let's start the first one. A sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Whenever we are writing any sentence, right children, this you can see right now this is a one sentence on your screen. A sentence begins with a capital letter and it ends with a full stop. So this is also one sentence. So you see this, that A written in capital letter, and at the end of the sentence there is a full stop dot, right. So whatever sentence we are starting, that always starts with capital letter, and whenever you are putting full stop at the end of the sentence, means now this sentence already completed sentence. This complete sentence is you can see this is a complete sentence. If the full stop is not there, so you have to understand this is not a complete sentence. And the sentence whatever you are writing, starting that letter or that word first letter should be capital. Now see here, this is full stop. Okay. So we will start with the first punctuation, full stop. See this sentence, she gave the book to Kamlesh. Now Kamlesh is a proper noun, means a name of a boy. That is why Kamlesh K is capital. Okay, and that is a proper noun. You can see she, S-H-E, first letter S is capital, and you can see at the end of the sentence, means after Kamlesh you can see there is a full stop, right. As I told you, when we are starting the sentence, it should be first letter capital and at the end of the sentence full stop. Whenever you will see full stop at the end, or you will not put full stop at the end, it will be not complete sentence, and if you will put the full stop, then and then we can understand that this sentence is totally complete. Okay. My favorite fruits are apple and banana. Now here we are talking about two fruits, apple and banana. So we joined with and conjunction. See, already we learnt about conjunction. So and conjunction we put between two words of fruits names. And you can see the first letter am is capital. My am capital. And at the end of the sentence, full stop. Full stop is required to show this sentence is complete. Okay. See here, the girl is playing the piano. Here also you can see T is capital of the. Okay. T is capital letter you can see. You can see the arrow also. And at the end of the sentence means after piano, you can see full stop also. See, I marked arrow also over there. So first letter should be capital and at the end of the sentence full stop. So now we can understand this sentence is in a true sense. In a true sense, this is complete sentence. The girl is playing the piano. Now we will learn about comma. Already we learnt about full stop. Now second number, comma. Now what is comma? Yes, this is comma. This is the punctuation mark of comma. Comma is like this way. So when and where we are keeping this comma? We understood that when we are keeping, where we are keeping full stop. But now it's time to understand where we can put the comma. So now let's learn with the example. Comma is used to separate three or more words in a list. Means if you have one sentence and in that sentence you will get 2, 3, 4 or more than words. So on that time you have to put comma. So you will do the separate words. You can do the words separately. Let's see the example. My favorite fruits are apple, then comma. You can see the comma sign. Banana, comma, and strawberry. Now here we are talking about three fruits. In previous sentence we have talking about apple and banana, only two. But now here we are talking about more than two. So means three fruits. Apple, banana, strawberry, three fruits. So after apple you can see here we put comma. So here we are doing separating the words. Apple, banana and strawberry we did separate, okay, with the help of comma punctuation. We are putting comma, then and then we can separate the words, okay. Comma is also used for giving a short pause in a sentence. Means if you want to do pause, means whenever you are speaking, so you are getting 1 second hold, right. So whenever you are holding yourself, whenever you want to keep hold for 1 sec, on that time you can use comma. See the example. A lot of people, young and old, rich and poor, met the saint. Okay. So here see, after people comma, after old comma, and after poor also comma. Means here we are keeping a short pause, means for a while we get stop over there. So on that time also we can put comma. Okay, see, a lot of people, young and old, rich and poor, met the saint. So over there I put little bit hold, means short pause. We have to stop somewhere. So on that time we can put comma over there. Comma is also used after introductory words such as yes, no, well, hello. So after this introductory word also you can use comma. You can see here. Okay, if you are telling yes, I will come. Okay, so after yes you stop for a while. So on that time after yes you can put comma. Yes, comma. Okay, on that time you have to no, I will not come. No, I will not come. So after no I stopped, right. So over there you can put comma. Well, children, are you ready for the work? So on that time, also I am getting hold. Hello, how are you doing? So after hello, already I stop for a while. Hello, how are you all? So over there also I stop. See the downside, there is a sentence, hello, then comma. How are you doing? Then question mark. So for after hello, I stop for a while. So I put comma over there. Okay. So when you are getting hold after introductory word, then you can put also comma. Now it's time for third punctuation mark, question mark. Everyone knows that whenever we are asking questions, we are writing question and answer. On that time also, after complete our question, we are putting question mark. Means you are asking to someone, then and then you have to put question mark. See the sign of question mark, right? We are doing this sign, this mark for question. Yes. How many cookies did you eat? Now you can see the first word how. And what is the first letter of the how? H. So H should be capital, and at the end of the sentence there is a full stop. Especially how, when, where, why, what. Okay. So like these words, you are getting starting the questions. Whenever you want to start the questions, you are using specially this kind of introductory word, right? Question word, interrogative word. So on that time, after the complete the sentence, you have to put question mark, because here you are asking question. Okay. So this is a question sentence. So this, that is why we are keeping question mark at the end of the sentence. A sentence that asks a question and with a question mark. Here I saw once again this. You can see this question mark. Okay. Now here exclamation mark. Now the fourth mark, exclamation mark. So when and where you can use this mark? This is exclamation mark. So with the interjection also you can use exclamation mark. We use exclamation mark at the end of a word or a sentence to show strong feelings such as surprise, anger or joy. Already we have learnt about interjection. So you know that when and where the interjection words are coming, and over there you can put the exclamation mark. See here, wow, what a cute baby. After wow you can see, wow is interjection word. So over there, after there we can put exclamation mark, one line and dot. Then after see, alas, the cat is dead. Okay. So after alas also we can keep exclamation mark. Wow shows the surprise, and alas so shows the sad mood, right? So in both sudden feelings, after this sudden feelings you can put the exclamation mark. The pronoun I is written in a capital letter wherever it appears. Wherever we are writing pronoun I we are using for ourselves, right? So always whenever the I begins the sentence, if I in the middle of the sentence, if I at the end of the sentence, but I will be always capital. Remember children, whenever you will write I, so it indicate ourselves, right? So over there always you have to put I capital letter, I in capital letter. See here, Amit and I are brothers. Never use I first. Always you have to use I afterwards when we are giving name of other also. So first of all we have to take the name, or we have to write the name of other, and then we can put and I. My friends and I went to the picnic. So over there also you can't write like that way, I and my friends go to the picnic. No, my friends and I go to the picnic. So like that way I will be always capital. These are the punctuation marks. Okay. Now here you will see exercise of this chapter. Here you can see the 6 sentences which are coming in exercise A. First of all, you can see after Radha Sudha, I put comma and I have written all the letters, first letter capital. Radha, comma, Sudha, capital, comma. Then Meeta and Kirti are neighbors. And at the end of the sentence, full stop. Then after C, I want a red ball, comma, a remote control car and a book for my birthday. Then full stop. 3 number, that thick, comma, black book with my many colorful pictures belongs to my father. Full stop. 4 number, last year I visited Dehradun, then comma, New Delhi and Srinagar. Full stop. Each and every proper noun will come capital letter and first letter you can see it will be in also capital letter. The fairy sprinkled some magic dust on Uni, waved her wand and flew away. Here only I put full stop. 6 number, April, comma, May and June are the hottest months of the year. Full stop. So you have to write like this way, first exercise in your textbook. Okay children. So I am very happy that you all enjoy this video. Okay, till then we'll meet in our next video. Till then stay safe. Jai Hind and goodbye.